Raymond G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. A late season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the TCU Horned Frogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Spartans head coach right before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. He has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Nice.
Thanks, Holly. And the Horned Frogs will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Michigan State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes Cam Edwards. This guy's one of the best running backs in all of college football, and he'll get the rock in this one. Hands it off. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Fancher. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Edwards.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up to get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll ride him again. He's got enough. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. You're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Payne. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The give to the back. Nowhere to go. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Straight ahead, it's Payne. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Plows through the defense. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Craig. Makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. On the run, it's Edwards. On the move is the 30. It's a seam wide open. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Spartans. Once he got some room, it was over. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry-up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Throws quickly. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Left side is small. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Right side, it's McCray. Turning it on! And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Defense all over it.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Fancher. Out wide left, it's Moore. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Hits inside, it's Edwards. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just feeds the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
But, and he's got room. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him. And you just get it to him, and he does the rest. And that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Moore. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Turns it upfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Tells to run, wants to pass. Moving to his left. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man.
Touchdown, Sparty! Quick strike through the air for the score. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has
got a lot of room to the right. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Sparty. Great job by the back on the option. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Here's a little room there. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Running inside. It's Edwards. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They're getting talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Fancher. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's not quite going to make it. A pickup of 3, and after the 2-minute timeout, it'll be 4th down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Left side is small. Punch through, man. He might have some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to know.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rush is on. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he didn't get past a marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Drops back. It's Fancher. Back's got it on the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the...
Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was, but that ball went in.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to...
Kangaroos his way. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Now the Spartans calling their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
The Spartans head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys?
All right, Holly. Right back to the well. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quick give. It's Payne. Pass to Six. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Play action on first down. Here comes the heat. Escapes trouble. Got his man to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff again. Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move.
He'll take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3-ball from 43 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Cuts it upfield. It's Edwards. Just ran him over. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Michigan State prides itself doing it on the ground. They've done it for a long time. Guys like Javon Ringer and a huge list of people who can put up numbers.
And all the way up to Le'Veon Bell, Kenneth Walker, and guess what? Bring another guy in the box. Yeah, go ahead, defense. Bring another guy in the box. Michigan State don't care. They're going to run the football. That's their identity. That's who they are.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Out wide left, it's Parachek. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
To throw, it's Fancher. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the...
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Horned Frogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver.
Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might as well run him again. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Fires to the big fella. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. They'll test the right side. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The give is to Williams. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
There's some room. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They give it back to him. Swamped immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good, and that will... TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, it's Craig. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is small. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The give and tick, 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 tick. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to keep that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Good pickup on the ground here. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Then back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. Short pass. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Keep it on the ground. Knocked down immediately.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can